Hi everybody, Scott at Mountain Off-Road here. We're going to show you how to install the oil tranny skid plate, we call it tranny transmission, for the Jeep JK Wranglers years 2007 to current. This is the skid plate right here, fabricated out of 3/16 plate steel. It has some reinforcing ribs on the underside here. Stiffen that up, plus a oil drain kit, so the oil, when you change the oil, it's not going to run all the way down your skid plate here. It contains and stops that. Again, it is a fairly easy install. You've got your left and right arms that's going to bolt up to your skid plate here, and it's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. So let's get started. Okay, here's a quick shot of what's exposed. As you're coming off these rocks, this is what's exposed and is vulnerable to total rock damage and very expensive repair. But you got your oil pan right here, and right here, the white, you've got your transmission pan. Plus you got the transmission right where it bolts up to your motor, right here. This is totally exposed as well. So Mountain Off-Road's oil tranny skid plate will protect all of this right in here. Okay, the first thing you're going to want to do, if you have this cross member here that bolts in back into this main cross member, but you got a small one right here, you'll have to remove that. Remove a 18 millimeter socket. You can take out this bolt here. Inside of here, here's a bolt just to the left here, and then over here is another one. So remove those three bolts. This will drop down. And these 3 points is 3 of the 4 points that we're going to go ahead and mount our Mountain Off-Road skid plate. Okay, what you're looking at here is the motor mount on the driver's side. Right there's a good view. You're going to want to loosen the nut on this side right here, but leave the nut on. Do not take the bolt clear out. Leave the nut on so when you tap the bolt through, it stops against this flange right here. But get yourself about a 1/4 inch gap underneath this flat washer right here, and that is going to give you enough, maybe 5/16. Gives you enough for this 1/4 inch plate arm that's going to bolt up into there, and get you that opened up enough to put that in. So let's go ahead and we'll put this in here. It's going to sit in there just like that. I'm going to come on down with our bolt. And leave it loose. Leave it loose. Right in here, you're going to want to have some slop, and we'll tighten it down a little bit later. Now we're going to go ahead and go to the passenger side. Okay, here's this motor mount nut. We're going to back off right here. That gives you a gap to get this arm up inside there. Go ahead and just tighten that so it just sits in there lightly, doesn't fall on you. And then we're going to come in from right here up underneath. I'm going to come up right in here, put this bolt in. Again, leave things loose, because we still got to get the skid plate on. Okay, go ahead and leave that loose, like I say, then we're ready for the skid plate. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put this up. We're going to put the center bolt in the back. We'll kind of hold it up in position. And we're going to go ahead and everything's there. Just leave things loose. Okay, with this center one where it needs to be, you will line up with the factory hole on this side here on the driver's side, but on this passenger side you will drill this one out for the bolt. Okay, we're going to start on the passenger side. You could start on the driver's side if you like, but we're going to go ahead and start on the passenger. But you're going to want to bolt and actually cinch this one down tight first. That way the motor mount's up against and as far as it can go in the upward position. Then we're going to tighten up the horizontal bolt of the motor mount. Okay, now that you got the upper part of the arms tight and ready to go, both sides, passenger and driver side, now that you got those both done, the very last thing you're going to do is tighten these right here with the carriage bolts right here. Cinch those down good and tight, and you're ready to go. Anything that comes off of the front axle and skids along the back, you are all protected from the oil pan back here to the transmission pan. Good to go, 3/16 plate. Nothing's going to hurt you.